Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's almost afternoon. It might be afternoon where you are. Today is a Mars day, and Mars is currently in Pisces. I'm the Moon Mama. How you guys doing today? Oh, I've been moving. It's an interesting thing. This lockdown, this quarantine experience, and spending all of these consecutive days, all the days with my son. And the demand that has placed on my energy, and so I tend to move a little slower when I've spent the weekend with my son, because I just need to recuperate from cooking all that grilled cheese and burritos and listening to 13-year-old boy stuff. It's exhausting. 13-year-old boy stuff is exhausting and enlightening and sweet as well. So today is a Mars day, and Mars is currently in Pisces. Mars is the energy that governs our ability to be aggressive, to be assertive. It governs our sexual desires, our sexual attractions. It also is the planet that governs our blood, our circulation. Like Mars is the energy that generates our blood moving through our bodies, like our cardiovascular system. So if you are someone who is, if you eat, like, your blood is impacted by the food that you take in. So if your life is sluggish, if you don't have a lot of energy, if you're tired, oftentimes it's because your Mars energy is out of balance in some way. And it's an opportunity to sort of do some sort of detox. So I really love nettles water. Nettles is an herb that helps the blood. It cleans the blood. It helps it circulate well. And so Mars is very significant when you think about our blood and our cardiovascular system and all of that. But Mars in Pisces is the energy that governs our imagination, our creativity, our subconscious, our spiritual connection to the dimensions, to God. It is the collective experience and how we create together. So Mars there is the energy that will bring our dreams to reality, because Mars is the energy that makes things manifest, that is action. And so Mars in Pisces means that whatever is in our subconscious is coming to life, is coming to full bloom. And so if you ever, Dr. Carl Jung says, if you don't reveal what's in the subconscious, then the subconscious will rule you. And so that's why I do the moon work and follow the moon, because when you follow the moon governs the psyche, which is the subconscious, and it helps you see what's going on inside of you. So when you guys hear me tell stories from my childhood and remember these things that are extraordinarily impactful from my childhood, it's because of the moon work that allows me to do that, because the moon holds the memories. And today the moon is in Cancer, and the moon in Cancer governs, like I said yesterday, the mother, nurturing, security, your sense of security. But the mother is this incredible pattern of life. The feminine is this incredible pattern of life. Cancer governs water. The moon pulls the water on the planet, like the oceans. The moon also regulates our ovulation. And so the thing that I'm always mindful of, yesterday I was with a client and I was talking with her about her relationship with her mother and how important it is for us to remember that we were with our mothers when they were born in their ovaries. And they were with their mothers when their mothers were born in their ovaries. It is the Mars, the masculine, the semen that comes in and fertilizes that egg once a girl starts ovulating, and semen can come in and fertilize that egg, and like the Mars energy, and bring it to life, bring it out of the unseen and into the seen. The Mars energy has the impact where something comes into full fruition. And so this understanding of our connection to our mothers and how deeply internal it is, that we have been in their wombs from the time of their birth. So whatever trauma, joy, experience your mother had is inside of you. You were a part of it at her life. So if she was 6 years old and she and her best friend her best friend moved to the other side of the country, and your mother was sad and depressed because she lost a best friend, you experienced that with her. So you are very much a part of the DNA of your mother, whether you are a man or a woman. It shows up in women more because we have wombs, and it's like we carry our lineage through our energy of our wombs. And it's already known that we are, we carry our grandmothers, with us. And so there's a value in understanding these deeper connections, and understanding when we have the awareness of these deeper connections, we can heal them. So it's easier to heal 7 generations forward and 7 generations backwards when you can depersonalize your experience with your mother. Whether you get along with her or don't, whether she's your best friend or not, if you can depersonalize it and realize that her energy is still your energy no matter what. And so if you're not at peace with it, if you cannot access a level of peace and acceptance, not to be friends with her, but to take responsibility for what is yours. So for instance, with my mother and I rarely got along, honestly. Not until the last years of her life did we really connect more easily. But what I understand is that my mother's way of being and her sexuality is also mine. And so where I judged her and made her wrong for being who she was, I locked my own power up. My own sexual power was locked up. And our sexuality is our creativity and our spirituality. Sexuality is one thing. So, I judged my mother because my grandmother raised me Christian. And so I thought that my mother was a harlot or a whore or any of that kind of things and any of those kinds of terms. And what I realized is that my judgment of my mother created shame inside of me for my own sexuality, for my own sexual desires. And then that shame creates guilt and negative experiences in my sexual encounters and relationships that are built in codependence and power struggles because I wasn't fully being myself, because I was in judgment of my mother. And so I really want us to understand our relationships with our mothers and the moon. And the moon governs the mother, and the moon governs the water. The moon governs our reproductive systems. So it's understanding that it's creative in nature and that women created everything on this planet because women have given birth to every human being. So maybe a woman didn't actually create the vehicle, the car, right, for instance, but she gave birth to someone who did create the car. So it's important for us to understand the power and the significance of the energy of the mother and how it's impacting our lineage, how it impacts how we feel, how it's, like I like to say, all the water on the planet is all the water that's always been on the planet. None of the water is new. So this energy of mothering and nurturing is it is core to who we are. So your peace with your mother or the experience you've had with your mother. You don't have to be friends with your mother. You don't have to like her, but you have to understand the experience that you've had with her, what it created in you in order to be able to heal it and transform it. And so that is how we use the Cancer energy at this time on the planet. One of the things that's also fascinating about Cancer for me is that America is a Cancer. America, the birth date 1776, whatever it is, was Cancer. And so it's understanding, when I think about that, I think of, wow, America is also governed by the moon, and how important it is for me, as I look at it, the more I follow the moon, the more I align to create new energies in this country because Black women gave birth for 400 years in this country to children who were in captive slavery. So we are the creators of this country. Physically, we created it, we built it, right? Because women build everything, and Black women gave birth to all the people that built this country, and participated in some way. So I just took a spiritual bath and I have lavender flowers in my ears. and as we understand our intrinsic connection to this country, if we can make peace with it, then we can transmute it just through our intentions, just through our breathing. We don't even have to do anything because our blood and our bones are a part of this structure and we're in it. So energetically, if we just understand the energetic imprint of it, we can change it. That's why they say, when Black women vote, everything changes. Like, we've just seen all of that happening in the last few years. Oh my gosh, look at all this lavender flowers behind my ears. So, pay attention to that feminine energy, that mothering energy, and that it's beyond this physical world reality. It's the seen and the unseen. It's mostly the unseen, which is really the more power. So if you understand that about yourself, if you understand this about your lineage, if you are a woman of color in this country, even if you are not a woman of color in this country and you're a white woman who's maybe your family, I have friends whose families had slaves, and helping them understand how to reconcile that, how to reconcile having mothers who were a part of a really brutal system. We all need to heal. This is not just for Black people. This is for all of us. This is for natives of this country. All of us need to understand the impact of the Cancer energy, the mother energy in this country, so that we can reclaim it back to ourselves and begin to build the new reality, because we see that this one is coming undone. I've been saying that for a while. Okay, if you'd like to join the Venus retrograde class, I encourage you, because the relationship stuff is happening. My relationships are changing so significantly right now. Over 100 people have registered. You can register in my link tree. On Friday, I'll be releasing Venus retrograde cash money all around me, cream, whatever it is, right? So it's really understanding our relationship to cash and money and how that's connected to our abundance, how we understand abundance and being able to shift that. So I encourage you to register for that as well. And if you'd like to do a new moon reading or a full moon reading, natal chart readings, you can find all of that here in my link tree. I'm the Moon Mama. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for everyone who gives donations and does the meditations and joins the classes. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And shares. Thank you for all of you who share what I share with you with others, because people contact me and ask questions and thank me, and I really appreciate it. Okay, everyone. Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. I'm the Moon Mama. Bye-bye.